Good morning, class. This is Mr. Garcia. It is Tuesday the 21st. Good news, we are not going to learn anything new. We are going to be reviewing from here on out for the rest of the year. And today we're going to be reviewing multiplication. Not regular multiplication, but 2-digit by 1-digit, 3-digit by 1-digit, and also 2-digit by 2-digit. Today we're going to work on 2-digit by 1-digit, and we're going to be doing the area model, the distributive property, and partial products. So we're going to start with area model because that's what most people like, but pay very good attention to distributive and partial products because that's going to help you in 5th grade. The reason we decided to go back and review is because we knew how important the things that we're going to review are for 5th grade, and we want to prepare you the best possible way for 5th. Okay, so let's start with area model. Area model, first you make your box. How big and what size do you make your box? You look at how many numbers you have. We have 34, and then so that's a 2-digit times 6, that's a 1-digit. So that means we want our box to have look more like a rectangle. The rectangle, because we're going to take 34 and we're going to put it in expanded form. We're going to put that on top. And then, so all we did is split 34 into 2 parts. Now, what's larger? The tens place, which is here, or the ones place, which is here? Well, obviously the tens place is larger. So really, if this was a correct model, I would need to make the tens place smaller, like over here. So that's how it would really look. It would get the tens place would be this shaded in part over here, and the ones place would be over here. But when we're going fast, we don't have to worry about all that so much. So it's perfectly fine if you just put it right here in the middle, and you know that this is going to give you a partial product in here, and this is going to give you a partial product in here. But what are we multiplying? We're multiplying 34 by what? Well, let's look back over here. 34 times 6. So we're going to, instead of doing 34 times 6, we're really making 2 little problems. 30 times 6, and then we're going to add that to 30, or 4 times 6. 4 times 6. And by splitting it up like that, it makes it easier for the mathematician. Instead of trying to do 34 times 6, all we have to do is 30 times 6. That 0 right now really helps us because we can ignore that 0 and do 3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18, but then we put that 0 back on and we have 180. And you remember why we put that 0 back on is to just shift over all the numbers to the right place values. Now 4 times 6 is 24. And then all we have to do is add up our 2 partial products, 180 and 124, or 180 and 24. Now we can just add those up, and we have 204. So that is my answer. Let's do the same multiplication problem, 34 times 6, but use the distributive property. Really, all these strategies are the same, they just look different. But 34 times 6. So I want to show you what Classkick looks like. I'm doing the same thing on Classkick. So the distributive property is right here. So that's what you'll be seeing. So 34 times 6, this is how I think of it. I switch this around. When I'm doing this distributive property, I think of the one digit first, and then the two-digit number. And then I think of, well, this 6 is going to be distributed to the 3. It's not really a 3, it's a 30. And it's going to be distributed to the 4. So I'm multiplying 6 times 30 and 6 times 4. So what it looks like is 6 times, and then I'm going to put this in parentheses, 30 and 4. So now I'm going to do 6 times 30. Which we already know is 180. And we're going to add that. Here's where we get our addition sign. To 6 times 4, which is 24. So we have 180 plus 24. And that is 204 again. All right, next, partial products. And again, go back to Classkick, and it gives you an example here. So partial products, this is the one that I think most connects to what you'll be doing in 5th grade. This one you're going to stack it on each other, 34 times 6. And just like an addition problem, you got to make sure the ones place is over the ones place, and the tens place is over the tens place. And that way you don't accidentally confuse anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply 6 times 4, and we're going to put it on that first line. So just to remind myself what I did, I'm going to put it in parentheses over here what I did. 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is what? It's 24. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but now I'm going to do 6 times 30. And to remind myself, I'm going to put 6 times 30 here. That's what I did. And 6 times 30 is 180. I still have to line up my place values. And I'm going to add them right there. And 4 plus 0 is 4. 2 times 8 is 10. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So really, every single one of these strategies is partial products. But the partial products are in different ways. You're just splitting it up into smaller problems. All right. So today, if you go to slide 2, whoops, yeah, it will be slide 2 because I'm going to get rid of that. But your slide 2 will look like this, and you're going to do 64 times 3, any strategy you would like, 4 times 28, any strategy, 46 times 5, any strategy, and then you have a word problem. Then take a picture of it, send it to me on Edsby. There'll be an assignment with today's date, which is the 21st of April. And if you guys have any questions at all, or you're not getting something, feel free to call me. We can do a Zoom so you can see me work. And anything you guys need, we are here for you. All right. Have a great time with your work.